He's got a smile in there. You got a smile in there? Sure. What are you doing?
Heidi to be my wife.
I take you, Chad, to be my husband.
And I promise before God
and all who are present here
to be your loving and faithful
to be your
husband.
loving and faithful wife, as long as our lives shall last. I will love you and give myself up for you,
as Christ loved the church,
and gave himself up for her.
I will serve you with tenderness and respect,
and encourage you to develop the gifts that God has given
you.
Chad, you may kiss your bride. Beloved congregation in Christ, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Chad Vincent.
All right, and for those of you who don't know me, I am Ben Benson, Chad's older brother, and I didn't get a phone call asking if it was okay if you were part of the family. So, I mean, I guess it's fine. But really, Heidi, starting with you, I just want to say thank you, and congratulations on your big day. Thank you for always being there with Chad through everything, good times, bad times. It's just really reassuring knowing that he's always going to have somebody there that's going to be there to hold his hand and help him through everything. So, again, thank you, Heidi. Chad, your big day. For you, I just want to let you know that I've watched you go from a kid who thought the coolest shoes in the world were a pair of red and yellow Ronald McDonald Nike shoes, and to a kid to state baseball tournament appearances. And just want to let you know, as your big brother, that I'm proud of you, that I love you, and again, congratulations, guys.
Hello, everybody. I'm Amber. I'm Heidi's older sister. I know Dad and Kevin already said it to everybody, but I just want to reiterate, thank you all so much for coming on behalf of Chad and Heidi, because I know it means a lot to them for you to be here. I know some of you traveled a long, long way to get here, so it's much appreciated that you could all be here to celebrate the start of their marriage. I'm now kind of starting to feel slightly bad because they were all really nice. And as many of you know, Heidi and Chad have been together a long time. And they've been through many milestones of their lives together, like going to high school, getting their driver's license, graduating high school, going to separate colleges, all of that. You get the idea. But anyway, what some of you might not know, because Bryce only alluded that they broke up once. They actually broke up twice.
For 1 week, it doesn't count.
No, it does, but I'm gonna tell you why. It's not because Chad didn't like Heidi and Heidi didn't like Chad. Am I still on? Sorry, I'm just really loud. Actually, being the wise older sister, I was in college and came back, and Heidi had been dating this guy named Chad, and I said, so how's it going? And she said, good, and asked her some other questions, and I said, so do you think you'll marry him? She goes, I don't know, I'm a freshman in high school. And I was like, well, spread your wings, do what you experience. And she's like, okay. So Sunday I go back to college, and I get a call Monday night from my mother. And she goes, what did you do? Now, not wanting to confess to something that she didn't know about, I innocently said, what? I don't know. And she said, Heidi's all upset because she broke up with Chad. And I said, why did she do that? She goes, because you told her to. I'm like, well, I was just trying. She's like, no, now she's crying and inconsolable. I'm like, she'll be fine. So I come back the next weekend, and she goes, Amber, I got back together with Chad. And I was like, well, that's good, that's okay. And she's like, it was the sweetest thing. He walked in the cold a mile from the high school over to the house and said he just couldn't live without me. And I said, well, then he's worth keeping. So anyway, but in all seriousness, last piece of advice, sisterly advice that I have for you, and I'm not gonna tell you that these words are yes, dear, so that's not what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say grace goes a long ways in a marriage. And you had a beautiful wedding today, and now begins the marriage. And remember the vows that you took today, not only in the good seasons of your marriage, but in the rough patches as well. And showing a little bit of a grace to each other and keeping God at the center of your marriage, you will make it through anything and share a lifetime of love and laughter. So congrats to you both. Chad, listen up. I love you too, first and last time. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, I want everybody to raise their glass to a toast to Chad and Heidi. Congratulations.